today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League. And the New York Jets versus Marcus Mariota and the Washington Commanders.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. Zerline set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. As we take a peek at their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native and former Oregon Duck, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
To throw quickly, here's Mariota. And complete to Zach Ertz. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down, Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. A first down throw for Mariota. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. To throw Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Mariota. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Hall again on second down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Hall. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Mariota. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And the Jets will take over.
New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running left, it's Hall.
A beautiful fake.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here now, 2nd and 4.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Jets are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes, offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And a Washington offense heading out. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mariota now to throw on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stretched the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Mariota now.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 5.
To throw is Mariota.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Throwing is Mariota. flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. Final shot before half for Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Crowder now to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mariota on first down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mariota. This one into the hands of Crowder downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 61 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off on the touchdown reception by Jamison Crowder. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Muscles him off. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mariota looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Mariota. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mariota. Out left to Dotson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Mariota's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two yards to go, second down. They'll motion McLaurin left. Again, it's Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash. This from 53. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, New York set to take the field. Well, they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hall. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
First and 10. Here's Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here comes second down at 5.
Mariota to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Here's Mariota. Pass caught by Crowder.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Short game last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Here's first down. Mariota. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now second down and a few inches. To throw, Mariota.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Now Mariota. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understand where they are on the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
Here's Mariota. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's second down and 3. Now Mariota. Finding Ertz again. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Remember, the one timeout still available as they come up first and 10. Mariota. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Now for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That time, a 9-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This is first and 10. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it. Rodgers to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.